So, how do you get your room tuned or sounding better than it already is? Now, I've found that you need to tick off most of these things, and once you have, each one will be just that tiny step more to getting the room better and better and better, and tweak. Now, the first thing is cables, short as you can get, going into each other. Don't use patch bays. Go in and out the equipment, and use Van Dam cables are the cheapest, the cheapest of a quality. Neutrik ends, make sure they're soldered well. If you can afford better cables, then I would suggest LAT cables that are from America. They sound great. They're the two cables that I've found that I like to the sound of my ear. Keep them short, you'll notice a massive difference just getting rid of any kind of noise and interference from extra long cables. Use Apogee for digital cables. The reason why you want a desk, really, if you're doing mastering, you want a desk like this, because what happens is when you've got that punched in, then well, let me explain first that these go directly into the desk. So when it's in circuit. When it's out of circuit. So what that means is that if you're normally, you might loop in and out of equipment and just keep them in bypass, but if it's in the loop, then obviously it's going through all of that that chain, that extra leads, that extra gubbings, and so you want to eliminate as many things like that as possible. You want to keep your signal path as clean as you can. So having one of these desks is perfect. Dangerous do a good one, but obviously I prefer the Masalek. And there's so there you're punching in and out. It's nice and clean. Now the other thing that everyone says is rubbish, but I tested it and it made a massive difference, was to buy a power conditioner. Now you can get power conditioners for stupid money, but you can. Here's a good tip. There's some BT ones on eBay that are only small ones, but they work well for your computers and they give the computer a bit more life. But the cleaner you can get your earth, and the cleaner you can get the power cables, and the highest quality, again, LAT cables for your power, and again, short cables going into a power conditioner, because your house is all over the place, or your building, we've got our own substation here, so it doesn't really matter, but even if you've got a studio in a building, the lift goes. When I worked at Soundmaster, the lift would go and the whole room would go like this, the lights and everything. So we ended up getting huge power conditioners, made a huge difference to the sound. Everyone says, oh, well, it's only mains. Yeah, but everything's got an earth, and everything needs clean to have a very clean earth coming in. So really try and do that. Don't loop mains cables over everything. Keep your mains and your analog cables separate. Speaker cables, keep them short. Get the best quality you can. They all sound different, all speaker cables, so check those out. That's really the basics of how you're going to get the room sounding good without upgrading equipment and upgrading, and all the other things that I've discussed and talked about which make a room sound good. But get the basics right, and then you can move from there. You'll notice that you don't have to EQ as much. You don't have to put as much on when the room sounds good and you've tuned it as tightly as you can. I hope that's helped. I hope you can grab some tidbits out of that. Thanks for watching. Please leave some comments, email me, go to my website, streaky.com for more. Please subscribe. Till next time, thanks, bye.
Daytime, canvas up to you, 'cause I